Hello and welcome to a new lesson of science. Today we're going to continue Unit 11, Sound. Today we are going to try to answer these two questions that I have here. Can we see sound? And space and sound, what's the connection between that? Well, before starting with the lesson, I need you to get your materials. In this lesson, you're going to use your My Pals Are Here to be a student book and activity book. Also, something important is that at the end of the lesson, you do the worksheet so you check how much you learn from this lesson. All right. There are also going to be some videos that I added that I think are very, very interesting, and you can learn a lot about sound. They are very, very cool. So I really recommend that you watch them. Okay. So let's check a little bit what we learned in the previous lesson about sound. Well, we learned that sound can be natural or artificial. We also learned that sound can be loud and soft, and that some loud sounds can be dangerous for our hearing. Um, Also, we learned that sound is useful in many ways. For example, to detect danger, also to communicate. That's the basic sound use. That's the basic use that we give to sound, communication. We use sound to talk, to listen to others, to express what we feel, to let them know what we think. So that's why sound is very, very important. All right, so let's start with this lesson right now. So, sound is made when things move. When a thing moves, it vibrates and makes a sound. This is very important. Movement produces vibrations. Vibrations produce sound, right? Some vibrations are too small to see, but they still make a sound. So, if you look at page 32, the pictures that are on the left are not moving. That means that there is no sound. But the pictures on the right are there is movement, so there is sound. Okay, so the person is riding the bike and the motorcycle, sorry, and the motorcycle produces sound. The hammer is being used to I don't know, to building, to do something with that nail, and there is sound. And the drum set is being played by this kid, so that means that there is sound. Now, something interesting is sound and distance. When we are far away from a sound, the sound is soft. When we are near a sound, the sound is loud. All right, so this means that sound sources and distance have something in common. Remember, if you are in your room and you listen to a motorcycle that is far away, you listen to the motorcycle in a soft way. But when the motorcycle is very close to where you are, to your house, for example, the sound of the motorcycle is very loud. So that means that the sound source is closer to you who are listening to this sound, and the sound is louder. And the sound starts to go away when the motorcycle keeps moving and there is more distance from the motorcycle and you. So distance and sound are very, very important. They work together. Right? Now I would like that you open your activity book on page 16 and 17. So in activity A, you have to draw a red circle around the things that make loud sounds, and draw a blue circle, around the things that make soft sounds. So here we have different activities in a park. So the red circles should be the balloon, because it's going to pop nearby zoo. the trumpet that Dr. Atom is playing, and of course the horn of that is playing the ice cream sailor to call the kids to get some ice cream. Um, and the blue circles, on the other hand, should be the cat and the bird. Let's check activity B. Fill in the blanks. When a thing moves, it vibrates and makes a sound. That's important. Movement produce vibrations. Vibrations produce sound. Let's continue. All right, now you here have to predict what is going to happen. So in number one, and you have to check or tick the thing you think is going to happen, your prediction. So in the first one, we have that Dr. Atom is going to sleep using these ear covers, so he can sleep in a better way and then listen to loud sounds during the night. What do you think is going to happen? Is he going to be able to listen to the alarm in the morning, or he's going to keep sleeping there? What about the TV in number two? The TV is playing maybe a movie and Joe is answering the phone. Is he going to be able to answer correctly to the other person, or he has to make an effort? What about Sue and the construction? And the last one, of course, what about Zoe the cat? Is she going to be able to listen to the dog and escape, or she's going to just ignore the dog because she cannot listen to it? Right, you have to figure out. You can tell me at the morning routine. Let's continue. All right, in the last one, it's sound and distance. So here we have letter A. Does it sound loud or soft to them? You have to circle. Again, you have to pay attention to the element that produces the sound source, and the characters. So you have to indicate how Joe is going to listen to the dog and how Sue is going to listen to the dog. All right? So you have to complete that. In letter B, you have to fill in the blanks. Number one, when we are far away from a sound, the sound is soft. When we are near a sound, the sound is loud. All right, let's continue. So far we know a few things about sound. Sound can be natural or artificial. Sound is something that you can listen to. And sound are vibrations that moves through matter. Remember that matter can be solid, liquids, and gases. And the movement that sound makes, or the vibrations that moves, as waves, right? That's very important, okay? Remember that light also moves as waves. That's one of the movements of light. So the same with sound. Sound moves as waves. When there are vibrations, it can be a difficult word. Sometimes I have to repeat it again. So I would like to talk about a little thing that is going to be important for this unit. And that is the space. What's the connection between sound and space? So in the previous unit, we have been talking a little bit about space. And you know that in space there is no atmosphere. There is vacuum. That means it is not possible to smell things, to eat things, and that it's not like an atmosphere like in your planet Earth. So, and there is no gravity. So in this case, we know that things move in space. We know that. But because there is no atmosphere, the particles of the objects moving do not produce vibrations. So that means that movies about space have been lying to us, because every time we see a spaceship moving or shooting something in the space and there is sound in these movies, that's completely wrong, because there are no particles moving with vibrations. So in space there is no sound. Well, that's something that I had to tell you because it's science. Let's continue. So, to wrap up the unit, we have the at a glance section in pages 34 and 35. So here we have sound is made when things move, and sound gets softer when you move away from it. Sound gets louder when you move near to it. Okay? So the science words in this unit were sound, loud, soft, noisy, quiet, and vibrate. And for the self-check section, you have to complete using the words far and sound. Number 1. When a thing moves, it vibrates and makes a sound. Some vibrations are too small to see, but they still make a sound. When we are far away from a sound, the sound is soft. When we are near a sound, the sound is loud. So today we learned that distance and sound are connected. We learned also that space is a bad place for sound. And something that is important to remember is that we can not see sound with our own eyes, but we know it's there because we can listen. If you place your fingers and put on your neck and you start to speak, you're going to feel vibrations. And with that, you know that there are vibrations there. Vibrations produce sound. So that's why you can hear yourself or other people when they talk. So for this lesson, there are some links that are interesting about sound and the ability to see it. So I really recommend that you watch these videos so you can check these cool experiments. Alright? I hope you like this lesson. See you on the next one. Bye bye, compadres.